Working on this 2005 Mercury Sable. It's the 24 valve V6, and been a great car. A little over 100,000 miles now, and basically haven't done anything to it but drive it. I think had a little air conditioning problem, a couple of years ago, but nothing serious. Been a great car. But was leaving a puddle up under the car, pretty good puddle within a couple of days, and so I kind of thought it was the water pump, and I got to looking, and not the water pump. And yeah, I'm filming this water pump because I haven't seen a good video of YouTube of what the water pump looks like on this engine and where it is. And so there it is down there, and this is actually the back of the engine, and of course it runs off the camshaft, believe it or not, and there is no adjustment on this belt, so you just wrestle it on and wrestle it off, and then wrestle it back on maybe. But anyway, here's the source of the leak, and you can see right there the hose. You can see right there the hose is, this is plastic, and it started leaking at this joint evidently, and I've got a new hose, and it comes off right here, and then then it comes off right down there, and connects to the radiator, which I can't get a good shot of it from here, but back under there is a clamp, and that's the upper radiator hose. So I'm going to go ahead and change it out, and it looks like it'd be a fairly straightforward job. And that should be it. That should call it good. Just need to find the drain. I can't find the drain. I think I'm going to have to take the lower valance air deflector off and go from there. But anyway, just wanted to put a video on YouTube because there's not a good one out there that I found that talks about this car very much. Where the thermostat is, I'm going to put a thermostat in it too, and there's the thermostat right in here. So while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and change that out too. Okay, something else I did want to mention also. I obviously took the battery out. It's sitting over there now, and I took the battery tray out, which I just set up here. But that gave me access to this lower radiator hose, obviously, which very easy to get to when you do all that. So nice, nice little way to get in there like that. Wanted to mention that. Okay, I did find the drain plug. I did have to take off the lower valance, air dam, whatever you want to call it, off this car. And the drain plug, if I can keep from getting interfered in the camera. Drain plug is way up here. Nice little nylon nut on there, and she's draining now. So it's pretty much a done deal. If I get that hose off. Alright, got the clamp loose here, and just work that off. You can see where it's leaking quite a bit, where it has been leaking. Alright, now we got to get the upper radiator hose loose from the radiator, and And there we go. She's ready to come out. There you go. It's a good place. Alright, here's the thermostat housing. And after you get your screws loose, you just take her off like that. And then the thermostat is just sitting there along with the O-ring. Yeah, that's the name of that too. This is actually the new thermostat. I'm just playing a game with you here. But anyway, that's what she looks like. Fairly easy to do once you get all this stuff out of the way. Alright, and when you put it back together, put your jiggle valve right there up toward the top, of course, so the air bubbles can come out. And put your O-ring in. Okay, got everything back together. The new upper radiator hose and the new thermostat is installed. Now, one thing I ran into is I could not figure out what kind of antifreeze this car used. It seemed to be, you know, hard to find, but I looked up Motorcraft Premium Gold. This is a 2005 Mercury Sable with the 4-valve per cylinder V6. I looked in the owner's manual and I looked up the equivalent of Motorcraft Premium Gold, and it says you can use an equivalent is Xerox G05. This is the stuff right here, and it is not cheap, brother. Let me tell you, I think it's about $18 a gallon. So when they say gold, it is just about like gold. But anyway, I drained the water after flushing it, and I'm going to install that, and it should be good to go. Another weak spot on these cars, the Duratec V6, is this fitting right here. Just had this happen. That fitting, plastic fitting, got brittle, broke. It came off and was dumping water. I didn't even have a clue. And back here, you can see the other side goes to the throttle body. Now what I did, could not find, you know, the adapter on the other side anywhere. So since it broke off inside the hose, I simply cut the hose and put a clamp on it, and it's been holding fine for almost a month now. So good luck with that.